Wow. Let us see what we got. Incoming message from Super Earth. The outpouring of the turbinates and the gloom appears to have subsided. The damage has been severe, but thanks to the swift intervention of the Hell Divers, the worst has been prevented. Still, our citizens reel from the images of hive lords, dragon roaches, the gloom always malevolent and unmoving menace. Uh, Stop the spread throughout the destroyers are protected against the gloom. Operations within it pose significant tactical and logistical challenges. Planets enveloped by the gloom will be harder to re-liberate and even more difficult as time goes on. This brazen attack, which came without warning, further evidence the necessity of the great expedition into the gloom. The Hive world will be liberated and destroyed along with any others that may lurk in the spore clouds and depth. Oh, cool. So we can do whatever.
Innocents perish with every wasted second. We must act.
Wow. What do we got? $97%.
have a strategic eye.
Initiating FTL jump to the Seychelles Beach system. Jump complete. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Laser cannon.
Launch initiated.
The Illuminate must be repelled from this planet. Deploying support weapon. Sending down equipment package.
There's something here.
Firing gas strike. Outpost destroyed.
Mag's empty. For prosperity! Found something.
Creds, samples.
Squid outpost spotted!
Firing gas strike.
How'd you like the taste of freedom? Mag's empty! Mag's empty! Mag's empty!
Gas strike incoming.
You will never destroy our way of life! empty!
Sub-objective nearby.
Mag's empty! How'd you like the taste of freedom? Mag's empty!
Asset secured.
Pretty sure I saw a beacon.
There's something here.
Okay, was the beacon that way? Ha! Perfect time for that.
Last reload! Found something.
Boom, boom, boom. Throw
Deploying
that in
equipment
there. Love you. You gonna go hang out in the back, or you gonna go lay down? Just so I don't bother you. Okay. I don't think so, but just curious. That way I'm not, if I do want to ask you something random or whatever, I don't just wake you up.
I love you.
I love you.
active.
What the fuck was that?
Outpost erased.
Yeah.
Mag's empty.
I just take this over there. I'm supposed to take it.
Main objective near your position.
Hey, Jesse? What up, yo? Appreciate that follow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, Scooter. I really need to start placing my shots, but placing my shots is gonna get me fucking beat up, so let's just go ahead and fucking kill him. Seven cave? Appreciate that. Follow as well. Welcome in, everybody. So I brought the car in for this, and I didn't really need it, so I could have done the jetpack over the guard dog, but I didn't really need the jetpack. Hayden Squad, I love the beard. Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate it. Been a long time growing. I just realized that fucking light isn't on. Oh, okay. Real mind pretty, but it's really compatible.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, you son of a bitch. Appreciate you, brother. That's awesome. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I know what you mean by the compact, because like mine's not all that super straight. So it's like if I actually straighten it or I put some oil or whatever in it, this sucker gets long. I see Seventh is gonna take advantage of that sub timber price. Something I realized or I learned not too long ago about the sub timber stuff is that apparently when you sub to people during the sub timber, you get to like keep that price for like several months, which I had no clue of. I thought that was pretty dope.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
You enjoying the games? Yeah. Hard to not enjoy it. I've been waiting a long time to get into this game, so I've been really cruising through it. Is what this came out on the 26th.
There's something here.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What? Gifted a tier 1 sub. BBC 49ers. I appreciate you, bud. Oh, that's super awesome. So do you guys, I legit got two days ago, fun but a grind to get the medals. Yes, it can be, but it kind of depends on what you want to do. So like, you find you a nice, easy little moon that doesn't have like all this foliage and stuff. You do trivial or easy or medium, whatever you just kind of float around on the lower tiers, and just focus on getting the POIs. You get all the points of interest, and you'll get minimum 4 medals if you find nothing else but 1 medal. But a lot of the higher level cats, like they do like trivial runs, and they won't even finish the missions most of the time. They just run around on planet, get medals, get super credits, and then just leave, because those are the two things that once you pick them up, they're yours. So like I said, I got it on the 26th, so not even a month yet, and what do you call it? I've got the chemical agent one, the new Dust Devils, ODST, Commando Vipers. I've been doing the search and destroy in the Illuminati and getting 9 medals like every 5 minutes. Holy crap. That's pretty good. Because like if you do the higher tiers, like if you go through, like if you're on like hard or whatever, like the 3-tier missions where, you know, first one you complete, you get 3 medals. Second one you complete, you get 5 medals. Third one you complete, you get 9 medals. Plus whatever you find around on the inside.
It's over 9,000!
That's right.
Extraction is available.
Alright. Like this one kind of turned it into a bust. But yeah, what you want to look for is these guys. Make sure they turn into that. All these little diamonds, there's something of value there. It may not be something of value for you. Yeah, so you got what? Medium, challenging, hard, extreme, insane. I don't know. Doing like Oshaune that we were just fucking fighting on not too long ago on insane was ridiculous. The bugs on insane super hell dive, yeah. Yeah, that I don't I ain't that good yet. Like I may grind and put the levels in, but I'm not there skill wise yet. I'm still trying to get all the toys just to be able to do the proper stuff. But if I were you, if you haven't gotten any war bonds or anything yet, or if you're saving up for them, I would suggest one of maybe 2 or 3. I would say go for the Dust Devil if you don't have it, because this coyote is probably the gnarliest weapon so far, in my opinion. I haven't used them all, but it's got like medium armor penetrating and decent mag. What the?
Helldivers never die.
What are y'all just hit me?
Say
Oh,
hello
it's that
to the
fucking
democracy.
robot. The squid,
Have a
these
taste
guys
of
are
democracy.
probably the hardest thing to deal with. They hurt on so many levels.
Get some! Get some! How'd you like to taste of freedom?
These, like, this gun comes with explosive rounds that set the enemy on fire. Oh, thank you, guard dog, thank you. Please die, thank you. Okay, me and the boys ain't that good. We end the match with like an accident. Team. I mean, kills are killed. Like, as long as nobody's being a complete prick about the situation, it's always funny. You guys just leave me alone so I can do this. See, this is why I like.
Say hello to democracy.
I wish I could put a silencer on things.
Get some! Get some! Max empty.
No, 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 no. Alright, you two giving me away.
Freedom. Have a taste of democracy. Last reload.
This is ridiculous. They just keep calling in more reinforcements. Like, the bugs don't do that. Like, they'll call reinforcements once. Really? You bunch of crackheads? Get off of me. Alright, time to go. I didn't bring anything to deal with this much crap. Why was I bleeding?
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Chemical agents and demolition. See, I like the chemical agent stuff.
That's called democracy. Mag's empty.
That grind for metals and stuff goes a lot easier, especially if you've got a semi-cohesive group. And you can cut down on the team killing, because when you do the lower levels, you can always do like splitting up to just take on the whole map. This is ridiculous. This is easy. That's the semi-auto shotty, or is it auto shotty? Really? What is this hole?
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
What is that shenanigans? Semi-auto with incendiary. Incendiary stuff's nasty.
Firing gas strike. Sending down
This.
equipment package. Deploying support weapon.
I've learned my lesson, at least with this. I need to bring in defensive weapons to watch my back. This is just crazy. I can't even get in here to call in the extraction because they just won't stop fucking hitting me.
Say hello to democracy.
Let go.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Let's say, come on, dog. I prefer the laser dog. Doesn't run out of ammo. But let me guess, your laser dog tends to kill your teammates a lot. Because I know when we have teammates, like randos that run it, I avoid them like the plague. They deserve it.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Laser dog pack with eruptor and mines everywhere to spice the game up. Like when we do defense stuff, like mines are all I run because like my buddy Bert and Ernie, They like to run the mortars and sentries and shit.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
So they put all their shit out. We just lay down, let that stuff shoot stuff. And I just throw mines at all the entryways.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1, landing in progress.
Good fuck, nerds.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Well fought, soldiers. You've arrived at
That game is fun.
Admiral after we don't care if we
God.
finish the mission or not.
What does high score mean?
Fair enough. Fair
New high
enough.
score, is that bad?
Not
What does that
bad.
mean? Did I break it?
Did I break it? Is this level easy? I didn't see asset. That's my bad. It's like it was on easy. I was hoping to just get in there, run around, get the shit, and get out, but the bugs are a little more forgiving in that situation. Yeah, I discovered the Seth artillery, but
I almost thought you wouldn't make it. Glad I was wrong.
squids. Alright, give me 1 minute. I need to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. That's a good boy. Uses ammo for all sentry stratagems. Placement stratagems launch immediately. Oh, what do I need for that? I need 4 more of the pink for that. Interesting, interesting. Can't wait to get the orbital laser so I can farm metals faster. But not high enough level yet. It just takes time, man. I'm kind of curious. How much time do I got in this already? Oop. Game card. Yeah, 6 days, 6 hours, 45 minutes. That's all in game. $487 metals spent in here. Yeah, I'm on my way to try to get this guard dog. Because from what I understand, of all the guard dogs, this one's kind of the best. Mm. But that's mainly because it goes out and seeks things. So like it doesn't just float over your shoulder. It'll actually leave you a little bit to go like spray stuff. Because the whole purpose of that stuff is to like slow enemies down and confuse them. So it tends to go out a little further, from what I'm told. I need 20 more medals for that. I don't have that much time to game. I legit hop on maybe an hour or two, hop on Twitch for a little, then go to bed. Nah, I feel you, bud. I'm semi lucky enough that, I work nights, so like I have all day, which tends to make streaming a little difficult during the week because I think most of the people that watch Twitch are either at school or at work during the day. And then like you get home near the, end of the day or whatever, probably like between, you know, 7 and 9 or something like that, 7 and 10. And I'm usually out by 8 o'clock. 'Cause I try to go most days like noon to 4. Like I put in two like 4-hour shifts basically on this, and then do my other job at night. This is the passion. The other one just makes the money. Yeah, because like you were talking about with your buddies, uh, for the laughs, that was the whole reason I even started streaming. It was just to make a catalog and clip and stuff like that of me and the guys just being dumb. What do you do for work? I'm a package handler. Like I work in the UPS warehouse. I load trucks and fix data work and shit like that. Nothing special, but got good benefits. If I went driving, I wouldn't be able to do this
Innocents
as much,
perish
but
with
I'd
every
have
wasted
decent
second.
money and a
We
big
must
old
act.
headache.
Every mission brings us one step closer to the full democratization of the known universe.
Go away. There we go. Uh, and then we don't really need to worry about benefits. I mean, fair enough. But UPS being a union, like we get, you know, all the medical benefits, but we get the paid vacations, we get, guaranteed raises, we get, what do you call it? Uh, Retirement pensions, 401ks. Like, you know, I put, is that not common in America? All of that, especially for part-time people, no. Full-time, most, like, it really depends on who you're working for, but if you're working full-time somewhere, you're guaranteed, or with the laws and stuff, they make corporations and employers give insurance. It may not be the best, but they will make you give insurance. But the paid vacations and retirement packages and stuff like that, especially to part-timers, no. I put 20 years, 20, like every 5 years after 20 years, like I get like an extra $500 added on to my retirement check. So like I could end up with like $2,500 a month with just working a part-time job, not even a full-time job. You get like 5 grand a month if you go do the full-time retirement and stuff. Like you have to deal with a lot of bullshit, unfortunately. If I'm lucky enough, maybe one day I will get to go to Australia. Because I keep getting a bunch of random cats in from Australia. And like, I watch a lot of Australian content creators on YouTube and shit. And like, I've always wanted to go and whatever. But I see over here, even if you're a casual worker, your retirement and tax is gone. It's done for you, and your public health care is free. I mean, depending on where you live here in the States, like you can get free healthcare. It's not federal healthcare, but there are places on the East and West Coast that'll be like, yeah, we just do healthcare. And hell, really, people are starting to kind of figure out that hospitals and stuff like that, they have no insurance plans for people. Like if you have insurance and then you want to go have a baby at the hospital, it costs you 10 grand with insurance. But if you don't have an insurance, it'll only cost you like 3 or 4 grand, which I
Alcubierre
don't
drive
understand that.
calculation
But
complete.
yeah, there's a lot of aspects. But I hear even with the free healthcare has its downsides as well,
Mission coordinates locked.
from what I understand. I
Health
don't
pod
know.
primed. Engaging orbital
Yeah, I've seen
thrusters.
the crazy bills from people giving birth. You could always do it at home and it's free.
Orbit synchronized.
Fill a bathtub full of water and just scream. Destroy the monolith? Okay. Mhm. Alright, so we'll spawn out here. We'll get the 500 kg. Run the spear gun. I don't have a problem with our healthcare for non-emergency items. You just wait longer for emergencies. You get seen right away. For fair enough. Yeah, because like I got a friend of mine in the UK, and she's been having a hell of a time with the healthcare and what she's getting and like what she needs. Like she's basically been forced to go into a private doctor because the medical, like the surgeries or whatever she needs on her guts, like they just keep failing on her every time she goes through the public stuff. So I don't know if it's just her area and like a couple of incompetent doctors, or her shit's just really that fucked up. But her last one was supposed to be the last one, and it was not the last one, unfortunately. So not the Teslas. He have like endometriosis or something? I forget. I actually don't know if she's ever said it. 'Cause she streams and stuff too, so like she keeps like when she talks about it, she doesn't talk about it a lot. I just send her shit online to just be like, hope you're feeling well. 'Cause this shit kicks her ass. But she's good, folks.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Like UPS, like I mean, you've seen the numbers with medical bills over here, but like with my insurance, the only people that get better insurance in the state better than UPS is our mail service. Like the government workers are the only people that have either comparable or a little bit better than us. You know, I go have a $30,000 operation. I'll pay $120 out of pocket, and that's it. Yeah, like so it's
History
nice.
will remember your deeds
It's nice to
this
have.
day.
And like I've got medical issues and family history with cancer and degenerative teeth and this and that. Oh yeah. Quick tip if you haven't seen Warp Pack from the Control War Bond. Warp Pack will get you through this. You don't need two people to open the door. The mech suit will? I haven't seen this. What, you back up into it and then get out and it like plops you inside or something?
Keep liberty. Squid outpost destroyed.
I had ankle surgery, it cost like 4K going private, but if I went public, it would have been free, but I would have had to wait 6 months. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool, cool. I'll keep that in mind. I will have to let Bert and Ernie know that, because usually on the higher tiers, we're running mech. Yeah, man. I'd love to come out to Australia. I just I don't know what would be the part to go. Like, I mean, most of what I know from it is, you know, anything I've seen back in the day on Crocodile Hunter or what I see today with like Geordies or the boys or whatever when they're running around. But they're like all over the place. So I don't ever know where the hell they're at. 'Cause they go to all these like haunted places and shit in Australia. I mean, from what I've seen pictures wise, yeah, it's fucking beautiful. I don't know how long I would survive in the bush, like just in the heat, because I run quite hot being a big fucking guy. Fuck these holes. Because what, you guys got like the Gold Coast, and then what, Victoria? There's like three big sections. I want to go to America, but with the gangs and guns. I mean, to be like I live in the South. Like I'm 45 minutes away from one of the largest cities and the largest airport in the world. Like the cities aren't where you go in America. Like you don't go to New York, you don't go to Atlanta or Dallas or Houston or LA. Those aren't the places you go. Melbourne, Sydney, Tasmania, Queensland, Perth. Perth is what I've seen a lot of. Perth and Queensland, I believe. What is there that's like Victoria? Is that just like a smaller little thing? You're in Perth? Okay.
Sending down support weapon. Sending down equipment package.
You wouldn't go there? Okay. Sounds like it's in the same realm. I wouldn't go to the cities. Cause like, yeah, you can run into gangs in the cities, but they're really not as big of a deal as TV and shit wants you to think. They're a big deal if you live somewhere, but like that a gang is running. But anywhere that I would figure people would go, like you come here for the sights, really. So you'd be going to like you'd be better off going to national park. Like in Aussie, we don't have guns and our gangs are mainly bikies and mind their business. Right, right. These cops are bad for business, man. Like if you're gonna be a successful like criminal, like you can't be dealing with the fucking cops all the time. And so like let me put it to you this way when it comes to the gun situation. Like I live in a city that is the exact opposite of Australia. The exact opposite. There is a law here in my city that any homeowner, and it is specifically the homeowner, you must own a gun. Now, it's one of the we don't really enforce this law situation, but if you were to walk around and ask anybody, they're packing. But you want to know of all of like the East Coast per capita at least, we have the least amount of crime. And usually it's like when it comes to violent crimes, it's two to three stabbings a year. Because when you know at every turn somebody's ready, like nobody wants to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like at least here. Nobody wants to be the guy that tries to do anything stupid because it's not going to work out. That's right.
Here comes the cavalry.
And if you just want to act a fool and do stupid shit, it's life's just not going to go super swell for you.
Be back shortly.
Mag's empty.
But like, I live right on the line of one of the bigger cities in my state that it's a shithole. Like, it's a legit shithole, and it's where cheap housing and ghettos and, you know, sirens and shit are always going by. But that shit, all the homelessness and shit like that, it all stops right at the border of the cities, because this cities, they know to not come over this way and do anything, because the homeless cats, they like try to live up in the woods and shit, want to come out at night and see what they can pilfer out of your shit or catalytic converters or whatever, but not here. They too scared to do that here. And it's a castle ground or castle doctrine type shit, so like, you don't have to you have no obligation to like leave the area. If like somebody, like, you get to protect you and yours. So if anybody comes to try to touch your shit, you can get to go, hey, go the fuck away. And if they don't, you get to go, hey, see you in the next life. No, I am not. I am not a supporter of most government. I used to kind of call myself an anarchist, but the older I get, the less I'm an anarchist and more of I just want to live a civil life. I don't need things to be fucking crazy, but I'm always ready. Yeah, no, I didn't take to the American. Do you guys get fined if you don't vote? No, it's your freedom. You have a right to, not an obligation to. And you meet enough people, and that's okay. Because there's some people that say some things, and I'm like, you don't need to be voting. You say some wacky shit that normal people don't say. Or educated people.
Get some! Get some! Mag's empty.
It's full of hate and we don't need more. Exactly. Like, I don't have the energy for it anymore. I've reached my I don't give a fuck stage of life. You know, I mean, I know they talk a lot about it in the TikTok and IG and shit like that, but like, I've seen so much random shit in my lifetime, like world events and whatnot. It's like, we'll move on, things will change, and then they'll change a different way, and then they'll change a different way. It never changes for long.
Coming in hot.
I don't try to spread the hate. You know, my wife, she's part of the alphabet gang, the LGBTQ plus. You know, she got a bunch of friends in that situation and whatnot. So like, I am very wholeheartedly as a you do you. Just leave me out of it is kind of my situation for the most part. Oh God. Yeah, if I can get through most of a day without getting into too heavy politics and stuff, you know. I grew up with the guns and whatnot, so like guns are just kind of a fun hobby and passion of mine. You know, I'm not the guy that's like, oh, I hope somebody comes walking in my door. They'll rue the day. I'm more the, just keep walking, please. Don't make me. You're good, buddy. I mean, I get it too. Like, I mean, you're in Australia, so like, what's a better way to get kind of a feel of what people are like outside the news? That's why, like, if anything I learn newsworthy now from about Australia is usually from what's his name, was it Friendly Jordies, when he was going after all the little construction mobs and stuff like that, and the way that congressmen or not congressmen, what do you guys call them? Is it congressmen? Because you got like the cats in parliament or whatever. Yeah, housing work. Same here, man. Like the house I grew up in, this house here, when it was bought back in the 80s, was 70 grand. Today is worth 300 grand. The fucking house across the field from me, it's damn near almost $1 million. It's like six to $700,000 for a ranch home. It's crazy. But in this same city, like it's just apartment after apartment after apartments. Like they keep trying to buy my neighborhood out so they can put more shit. The houses behind my house and the neighborhood behind me are $1 million. Like they butted $1 million homes up to my backyard in just a little tiny town. It's not like a big town. Yeah, you can't get a house. Jeez. That's crazy.
Objective near your position.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Objective critical stratagem available. Hellbomb request approved. On its way now.
You can, and if you can, it's a 1-bedroom apartment. Right. But the way that things work around here, like, a lot of people go into, okay, the apartment situation, but like, it would legitimately be cheaper to go into debt with like $1 million and just pay a mortgage. It's like a mortgage being like $700-800 a month or whatever is so much better than what is it behind here? There's like some, or no, even the cheaper stuff across the way for a 3-bedroom apartment, a small 3-bedroom apartment. It's like $1,800 a month. So you and 2 buddies have to fucking share a living space, and it's just got like the usual one common room and the kitchenette situation. It's like, how do you expect people to live a full life like this? This is ridiculous.
Deploying sentry.
Eagle back in the fight.
Have a taste of democracy!
Coming in hot.
Cannot figure out for the life of me, what am I not destroying?
Get some! Get some!
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
That's called democracy! Throwing grenade! Have a taste of democracy!
Wonder if I just need to leave. Whoa! Get fucked, nerd. Uh, Government housing abundant? I would say it's abundant. How easily accessible? I'm not sure, to be honest with you, on that. Because, like, we got what they call, like, Section 8 housing. And that's essentially what that is just, you got to make under a certain amount of money, and they're just like, you can live here. But if you try to, and they kind of fuck you though, because if you're like single mom or whatever, and you work, and if you end up making like consistently more money than what's allowed at some of these joints, then they'll just cut you off. They'll be like, well, you make too much money to live here, you need to find new housing. Or you just move out to New York or LA and find a house that somebody's not like actively living in, and you just move in. Because with the squatters' rights, you fucking damn near live in a place rent free for a good while. And it just forces the homeowner to deal with you.
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
It's a very confusing situation, and I myself don't even understand exactly how it fucking works. To me, it makes no sense on because like people will put their homes up as like an Airbnb or something, but like it just takes one person to figure out that you're not home, and then they stay there. Because like I kind of understood it with like they live like your girlfriend moves in with you and he's been there for a year and they're trying to leave or you're trying to make them leave, but because they've got a key and a pillow and a toothbrush and shit like that, like they have rights to stay. Like that's more understandable. But these cats that are literally just coming in off the street and just going, "Oh, nobody lives here. This is mine." Like you have to live there a certain amount of time, then you get no, you don't ever get ownership. You just can't be removed without a court order. So like the owner of the property can't physically force you out. They can't lock you out. They can't change the locks on you while you're at work. I I just legitimately I haven't experienced it, so I don't know all of the little details, but how somebody, especially with as much money as some of these homes cost, it's like, how do you not go into a homicidal rage? It's somebody that just comes in off the street and takes everything that you've worked so fucking hard for. Like, what is going on with this?
Deploying sentry.
For prosperity! Mag's empty! Found something!
It's like a way to bring down their homeless. No, I I think it's just legislation that just kind of screwed homeowners and they wanted people to stop fucking each other over.
Objective nearby.
It's so many of like our laws and stuff they're kind of overstepping their bounds in the sense of like don't need you to babysit people this hard, but like fucking apparently they do. In every dad iteration. Ooh, you almost smacked me.
Have a taste of democracy!
are you bastards coming from? Oh, that's lucky right there. Oh my God.
Liberty emerges victorious yet again. Extract when ready.
I do not like squid. I'm gonna go do with the fucking automatons. This is ridiculous.
Here comes the cavalry. Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Deploying sentry. Warning, you are leaving the mission area. Extraction is available. Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Last reload! Helldivers never die!
Sending down equipment package.
Out of ammo!
This is Eagle 1. We're back in business.
Sweet liberty! My flag!
Oh, come on now. This is a little ridiculous.
pin.
Yeah, I'm pissed. And it's like a way to bring down. Yeah, I'm pissed if someone is calling my house theirs. I'm throwing hands. Exactly. If they're lucky, don't you hate when you get stun locked? You can't see 'em. Yeah, I can never tell if I'm getting stun locked or if it. Oh my lord!
Say hello to democracy.
Sending down sentry. Extraction shuttle inbound.
Last reload.
Sending down equipment package. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 1 minute. Sending down
Do
sentry.
you have the Servants of Freedom? Not yet.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Olgar does, one of my buddies. He runs that one. He's got some pretty dope
Minus 20 seconds.
equipment with it.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Legit only want it for the ultimatum. And that's why Olgar got it. And it's pretty dope. Because apparently you can take out the dragon roaches with it. With just one. That's why I've been running the spear gun. Because the spear gun's been so versatile. Like, you can take out some bigger things. You can stun bigger things. You can confuse things. Like, the amount of titans I've had run after me. And I'm just like, "Boom," and it just kind of like walks off. Damn it. I need juice. Ah. I look like I came out of a very bad day of paintball. Yeah, I need it.
Guts in here. Must have been a good mission.
Well, fuck you, lady.
One shudders to envisage what repulsive larvae gestates within the gloom as we speak.
What? Really? Well, it's illegal unless you're rich, because I know some cats over out that way that are heavy in their nicotine use. You gotta you gotta have a prescription to smoke like nicotine?
Managed democracy calls
Right,
for
but
aid.
like
Only you can answer
so like this
it.
is like a weed vape. That's a nicotine vape. Like you can't even have nicotine vapes? That's crazy. Like in certain aspects I agree. Like I wish they would get rid of the disposables because they're such a waste. You know, the fact that people go out and spend 20 bucks for a couple of days or a week or whatever for a mod. Like I legit paid 20 bucks for this thing, but like other than the plastic top, like there's no other real waste. But the disposables, like they're throwing away a
To and join
lithium
your
battery
fellows in righteous
every
liberation.
fucking time. That is ridiculous. Like it's a perfectly good battery. No reason to get rid of it. Perfectly good module. It got all the lights and this and that. I knew the weed wasn't unfortunate for you guys. I mean, technically it's not legal here, but like we have the subclass like the D8 and stuff like that. Yeah, we can't get ones like that here anymore. And it has to be. That sucks. See, I would think it should be the other way personally.
The automatons are remorseless in their expansion.
It
We
was some
must not let this
automatons.
world
This is
fall.
getting a little ridiculous.
This operation would
Only
strike a
reason I got
mighty blow
it got
against the
banned
enemy.
was because idiots weren't age checking. And that's the laziness of government. Like, oh, well, we could have these individual cities or whatever do an investigation and figure out who's doing that and put heavy fines on them. Because it's not like it's that hard to give a 12-year-old fucking $50 and be like, go in there and try to fucking buy a vape, and if they sell it to you, let me, you know. They act like it's really fucking hard to do that. Five and six, they weren't getting sold vape at 5 and 6. Those are taking vapes from the parents. So it's just shitty parents. And if your kid's running around at 5 and 6 years old fucking vaping, like that's on you as a parent. That's just ridiculous. Now that everybody else has got to fucking suffer because you're just an insufferable fucking breeder who decided to take a responsibility and not actually follow through with it. Anytime that like an adult activity is banned because children, it's like that's not everybody's fault nor the adult's fault, because they'll never do it to fucking booze. They'll never do it to booze. There's too much money already sunk into booze. And no matter how many kids have, that get, like, I was getting drunk in my teens and then well through my fucking 20s. It was way easier to get fucking shit-faced on booze, because just the accessibility, than it was to get fucking stoned. That's just crazy. Right. Year 6 is 11. Okay. I hear what you're I see what you're saying. Hmm. Uh, Growing up, it was the Lions, which they did really good yesterday. But I watch more. I don't even watch sports anymore. Like if I'm gonna watch, it'll be some Detroit team. But usually hockey is what I like. And I don't really keep up with it rest of the years, but during uh like the Olympics, I love watching the fucking rugby shit. I had played a little rugby my first year in high school, but unfortunately all the big guys in my school decided they were all going to go play football, and then
Deploying support weapon.
I don't even know how to really describe the other kids. The other cats were just small and scrawny. And I was like, we are going to get our asses handed to us. Cuz like we had done some camps or whatever, and like I had seen the other teams. They had some big bruisers, and it was like they were bigger than me. And I was almost 300 pounds back in high school, weightlifting and shit like that. Like I was big boy.
Found something.
And I was like, there's no way that these little guys are going to do anything of worth in a scrum. You watch NFL and AFL, never watched hockey. I mean, hockey's just soccer with fist fighting. You know, low score count, fast
There's
pace,
something here.
a lot of back and forth. Just hockey guys are just a different breed of human. It's like take rugby guys, put blades on their feet, a- and give them a stick and tell them they need to put the puck in the other side and like just let shit go. You played NFL over here for a while and played AFL in the winter. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. Rugby's just so entertaining to watch. Like I like watching the dudes fucking just plow through each other, but the women's leagues, eh, that's that's just a lot of fun to watch. They get real handsy and they fucking hurt each other. Have you ever watched AFL? Probably not. I know a little bit about it because it's AF because the AFL does different than what the FF FLA, right? Is it not FLA? What is the other one? Because like I know the Aussies have their own deal, and then there's like the shit that everybody else does. But I was never really quite sure what the difference was. I assumed it was like the differences between like the ACAA or NCAA and the fucking or SEC and like the college football shit that we got here. Like all the rules are slightly different, but same.
There's something here.
We we AFL, rugby, and cricket. But AFL's like rugby, right? Like it has a lot of that same aspects, but it's because I remember playing a game back in the day, and I thought it was rugby, but I'm pretty sure it was AFL because the general like mechanics of the game were like way different, and I was just like, looks like rugby, has systems like rugby, but then it was like I don't even remember what the biggest differences were. Damn it, this is not what I thought it was. I've tried to learn cricket, like just to have a general understanding and beyond. I now understand that they're trying to hit the sticks behind because it's what the bowler tries to hit the sticks behind the batter. And I don't know. India seems like they've got that one on lock. I mean, in my opinion, AFL is the most versatile sport in the world. You need to be good at every sport to be good. Oh, okay.
Found
It's like
something.
when I was younger, I loved basketball. Basketball was my jam. Then I learned how to skate. And then I was like, hockey. And then I started doing taekwondo and karate and stuff. And just like, aha, UFC.
There's something here.
And it's like my dad was into boxing and shit growing up. So taught me how to box. Combat sports are a lot of fun. Always wanted to give UFC a go. Do it. My growing up, my taekwondo teacher like created his own style of taekwondo and then decided that that wasn't enough and he wanted to make a bigger name for himself. So then he went off and he learned a bunch of other different martial arts and then became the Muay Thai trainer for the Swedish Muay Thai Olympic team. Now they would put me in a super heavyweight with the monstrosities they have in that league. You don't want to deal with people like Lesnar and Overeem. It's kind of funny. All the Aussie guys that I get in here are apparently just giants. I got another guy that I played with on here once or twice, and he's a fucking giant. If everybody's like you guys, I would fit in just fine down in Australia. Big guy, fucking eat a lot, like to chill. I just can't play soccer. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm no slouch. I'm 6'4" and quite big, but those guys are. Takes more than being tall. You'd have that advantage in the reach area. Being 6'4", that'll come in handy. Like, I'm only 6 foot, but I'm 260 pounds. You know, pick up and throw my own body weight. I'm one of those what do you call them? Indo something or another body types, you know, like Eddie Hall. I'm not tall. Built like a fucking dwarf.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Have a taste of democracy.
It was like back in the day in high school when I was considering joining the military, they were like, we want to put you as a tank mechanic. And I was like, you are not shoving me in no fucking tin can. No, thank you.
Throwing grenade.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Contact my. I looked away for 1 second. Yeah, nowhere to run in a tank.
Have been launched.
When a tank, you don't need to run.
Liberate.
I just don't want to be the guy that's going to be forced to get out of the tank to fix it. Because I already knew that's where that shit was going to go. Because, like, the whole reason I was even considering signing up was because they were talking about bringing back the draft. And I was like, well, I'd rather pick where I go, or at least have a better opportunity than getting drafted. But then we end up finding out like I'm last in the bloodline, and I've already got all these fucking injuries and shit that they were like, I don't know if we're really willing to put up with that. And I'm just like, what are you talking? It's like I don't need to be on the front line, but I was wanting to go into like my plan was to get in going into sniper school. That was the way, like the way I was raised, because like we did a lot of hunting growing up. We always we'd make sniper towers and shit and do stalking and whatnot. And I'm acting a certain way if they start drafting.
T-minus 1 minute.
I mean, hell, from the sounds of it, you guys ought to just fucking wrangle up all those fucking emus, put them on some fucking tractor trailers and ship them off somewhere you don't like somebody and see how they can fucking deal with them. Just, just fucking boatloads of fucking emus and kangaroos.
How'd you like the taste of free?
Scare them with the drop bears. Hear those little fuckers screaming inside of a fucking.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing in progress. Extraction complete.
Don't bring that shit up.
Liberty smiles upon your trail.
I mean, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying. Apparently, they're pretty fucking good too. Send them as the first wave, and that's two birds with one stone, right? Whoever y'all got a problem with, like, deal with this first. We'll send the crazy bastards afterward. It's evolution, man. They knew what was coming.
Another victory for democracy.
And see, like, that's probably would be the best use of your time if you ever got a chance to come over here. Depending on the year, go elk hunting, go moose hunting, go bear hunting. You go out to the Midwest, up to the mountains, where you can do a lot of hiking, see a bunch of dope stuff. And generally, like, you can get these guys where they're like, all right, me and you, we're gonna go out, we'll camp, and we'll track a herd of elk for 3 days. And you'll camp, hunt, stalk, shoot, clean, and walk all your shit back. If you're wanting to, Yes, it is true that people pay a shit ton of money to do that. It is not a requirement because like you kind of have this good old boy kind of mentality depending on where you're at. If it's just somebody's farmland, generally, to be honest, you can walk up, knock on somebody's door and be like, "Hey, you got any problem with deer and shit around here? Because would love to hunt this property." Da da da. Most of those guys probably have a deer stand hooked up. We're like, "Yeah, sure. If you want to come out hunt it every now and again, go for it." Like you make more of a rapport with somebody, and then you don't have to pay all that money. But if you're like, "I'm gonna go on a trip," and have this like whole thing handed to you, meh. But like literally, you can come with the hunter course and stuff like that. Like once you get your licensing, we have what the WMAs, which is just wildlife management areas, and they're public land to go hunt on. So you don't have to go hunt on somebody's deal. When you pay bukus of money, what you're paying for is a guaranteed hunt. These guys like capture deer basically, bring them in, feed them a ton of high nutrients corn. They'll have the giant fucking racks and shit. They'll be monster bucks, but they're pet. They're really somebody's pets. That's a little wild. They don't come into the house, but they know at 9 o'clock in the morning and 7:30 at night that big motherfucker's going to be at this feeding plot. So depending on when you're wanting to hunt, they'll put you out there at a certain time and just be like, well, just watch right there, and eventually he'll come through. And it takes all the fun out of it. No, but that's pretty much any time that you're going to get a guide or hire a company to take you through some stuff. But like we also have, I had this old supervisor. He's a real big, good old boy, but he would buy raffle tickets to on this website. I wish I could remember the name of it. But essentially paying like $5 for a raffle, and he'd put in hundreds of them, and then and just win free deer hunts across the country or hunts across. I don't know if they're all deer. Also heard it's illegal to bait with corn. Some places yes, but like here in Georgia, no. Uh, Baiting is frowned upon. Like you'll be looked at as kind of a city. You looked at as a city hunter. Like you're doing that in the
automatons
laziest
are remorseless in their expansion.
way.
We must not let this
That's
world
why like
fall.
the last time I went hunting, like near the end of my longer stint of hunting, like I moved to a recurve bow, fucking 75-pound draw. I was like, I'm gonna stalk everything. I'm gonna walk through. I'm going to hunt what I'm going to hunt. And that felt way more fulfilling than
Mission coordinates locked.
uh
Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital
like your
thrusters.
average deer hunting. But it's hard. Like if you're gonna like Georgia whitetail, it is
Orbit synchronized.
hard to up on them and get a shot. Now, you'll walk up on deer, but not ready for them, because you won't even see them. They'll be bedded down and they'll be 10 feet from you and just fucking pop up and run off before you can notch your bow and fucking even pretend to take a shot. You have to be real slow. It's one of those like you move a couple of feet, sit down and watch, move a couple of feet, sit down and watch. It would be nice to save on money. Save money on meat though, like feed your whole family for ages for basically free. It's it's possible. It's a pain, but it's possible. But like it's also an investment, right? Because you got to buy whatever guns and ammo, and then the licensing, and then the freezer. Then uh, if you don't know how to butcher, you got to pay somebody to butcher your stuff. Which, if you don't know how to butcher, you should learn how to butcher because you save yourself a lot of money and hassle. So we'll start up here and just go counterclockwise, I think. By the way, if you're trying to farm super credits, do it on the bugs in the desert planet. Like I'm kind of doing farming, but like not really. It's just like I've been going after bugs since I've got the game, so like now I'm just like I'm trying to get a little fresh. Only need 9 more to get to 110 medals. Then I can have that. I'm honestly, I've been trying to kill time because my buddies Swifty and Bert and Ernie were supposedly getting on today, but yeah, fair. Like someone did the math, and you get 450 super credits an hour if you do it on the bugs. Oh yeah, you get super lucky with the bugs. Yeah, you can come out of there. You can come out of one mission with 100 credits. I like fighting the automatons. The squids are a rough go. I normally only play bugs anyways. They seem the hardest and the most fun. I don't know, man. Squids are the rough ones for me. The bugs are hard on the super dives. But I'm not trying to get on that struggle bus and get that quasar cannon and shoot them fucking ships out of the air. Get that. That. It's like when this game dropped and then the actual like sponsored like Super Troopers, not Super Troopers, Starship Troopers game came out. Me and Bert we were running Super Troopers because that game, if you haven't played just oh, you're gonna be right back. All right, you be right back. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. Deal with my senile old father. Get him chilled out.
Launch initiated.
Womp 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 womp.
All the galaxy looks to you for salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
Oh,
Deploying support weapon. Sending down equipment package.
I like how you don't have to spend money in the game to be able to unlock stuff. You can grind. It's such a smart idea for them to do. And to be honest, when I had heard that, I was like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a real fucking grind right there. But it's not been as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You know, like you say, 450 an hour or whatever. Like you put your mind to it, you can get some shit done. I was getting lucky yesterday, 2 hours of working. Yeah, exactly. If you have enough people that, especially that know what they're doing, because like I was running with some high level cats when I first got on. I spent like 20 minutes just kind of riding the wave with them, and I think by the end of it,
Main objective
like I
nearby.
had a couple hundred fucking medals. I think I made 800 credits. Like it was a little dumb how much
Deploying sentry.
I was able to do. Hey, fuck nerds. Yeah, come on. You want to come talk shit? Come talk shit to my lightning? Eat my lightning, fuckers. Yeah. Oh,
Sending
I
replacement.
eat my own lightning, fucker. It's never
Reports
safe.
approved. Reinforcements
It's
on the
never
way.
safe.
Democracy has landed.
Now, supposedly, supposedly you're supposed to be able to lay down and not get hit by it. That seems semi-true. When I first started playing this, I would almost refuse to play with anybody running the Tesla or landmines. And now they're like my favorite things. And I'm like, I get why people use these. You do enough solo shit, you're like, yeah, solos not, or landmines are nice.
found something.
Guess I should have ate some breakfast or lunch today.
Moving outside the mission area.
I'm getting quite hungry.
Extraction is available.
Tinnitus is real. That's a little crazy. Just 2 POIs on this one deal? I swear this game has got random moments where it's just like, we're not gonna show you any POIs. You're just gonna have to stumble across them. Could be made into a pretty good movie. I mean, I would think so.
Extraction is available.
But you'd have to, I don't, well, you could make movies set within the game, I think. But I think a game or a movie that would represent the game as a whole would be really difficult, just between the different factions and then the different lores within the Helldivers themselves. And
Deploying sentry. Mission at 30 minutes remaining. Extraction shuttle inbound.
yeah, because like if they got to a point of this game where like, you know, there's no more DLCs coming and we've taken over most of the galaxy, and if the movies were more of a like the final fight or whatever, or the final operations, that we were going through to like wipe the bugs out, wipe the automatons, wipe the squids.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I will love forever. Let's see, it's 2:30 here now, so like another hour and a half.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Then I go break for lunch and take care of the dog and shit like, or not lunch, dinner, and then go take care of the dog and get cleaned up. And then I do usually another 3 to 4 from like 5, 6 o'clock.
Approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
I appreciate that follow, bud.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Another victory for the right side of history.
Gotta be notified when you go live later. Hell yeah. So I'm usually live most days. Like I'll take usually maybe one day off, and it won't even be the whole day. I might not do my midday stream and just do my evening one. That's usually gonna be like on a Tuesday. But otherwise, yeah, usually I'm on. Weekends I'm on constantly. With all the games coming out, like me and the wife, like I'm gonna drag her through the Gears of War remake, and then we got the Battlefield coming out soon, and I need to start doing my Friday night Battlefields again. This game's just absorbed the crap out of me.
You're back quickly. Well done.
I'm not like I'll play it if Bert and Ernie end up buying it because I'll have it because one of them got it, but I was not a big Borderlands guy. Like I really dug the first one because I liked the group and everything, and then I fell off in the second one.
Some strange reports
I
out of the
I tried to get back in with Tiny Tina's D&D with guns, and it just I don't know, it won't grab me anymore. It's too fourth wall breaking, I guess. I don't really know what it is. Yeah, so it'll probably happen at some point. It is very cartoonish, which I mean, even the first one had that aspect, but I don't know. I think there was like a vague enough like goal in the first one. It's just like, oh, you're a vault hunter. No. And then like after you finish the first one and then the second one's like, oh, okay, so we're memorializing the original group and now we have a new group, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. Like we're gonna do a new group every time. It'll be some new big bad and da da da, which that was kinda not right, but I need to complete secondaries. I agree. I mean, that's why the Game Pass stuff has been really nice. And then like I say, Bert and Ernie, like we're on a family deal, even though we don't even live in the same home. Uh, so one of us buys a game, the other ones will have it, and whatnot. So it's nice because it does better than like Steam. Steam's
Choose where
family
to
plan
make your
is
stand.
yep. Yeah, your friend your family can play it too, as long as you don't want to play it. Oh, I didn't realize the city was being overtaken so fucking hard. Now, so like me and a buddy, we basically when we set up our Xboxes, I signed his name in, he signed my name in on his Xbox, and vice versa. We set we set the other person's account as the lead account on our systems, and then the one that we use as the secondary, and that fucks with their system. So like whenever he buys a game, we both have it, and whenever I buy a game, we both have it because I'm his secondary and he's mine, and da da da. So like it's a little workaround. Steam has a family deal up to like 5 people, but you have to have multiple copies of the game bought to play it. So it's like, well, then what's the point of the family deal other than, if you play at night and your kids play during the day or whatever, like you only have to buy one copy of something. You just can't play simultaneously.
Operation accomplished. Your valor is beyond question.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Fair enough. Yeah, I went to high school with these guys and
Orbit
shit back in the day,
synchronized.
but we've found so many things that work that way. Because like if you've got a tight group of friends or whatever, and like I don't know if you buy movies and shit online or you just stream shit, but we found this app called Movies Anywhere, and you can link accounts to to that app, and it puts all of your movies for the most part in one location on that app
Helldivers to
or
Hellpods.
whatever
Repeat.
app you
Helldivers
use.
to Hellpods.
So like one of us has got Apple TV, one of us has got Amazon, one of us has got Microsoft, one of us got Fandango, da da da. And then we all put our information in those those accounts. So now anytime any one of us buys a movie, we now have 1,000, 3,000 movies or some shit like that because we buy every crappy horror movie and movies we grew up on and da da da. It's a great app, and we do the same thing with the streaming services as long as it's allowed, basically, and we're not gonna get double charged or whatever. So we we're a very small group of friends, so it's not hard to just be like, here's the password to the Netflix, here's the password to the Hulus and whatnot. That I think I'll bring the walking garage this time.
Launch initiated.
I mean, she's a streamer as well, so she got up out of bed and went right back to her studio. So she's either laying around on her little Japanese futon or messing with stuff, or she could be gaming. She probably puts in the same amount of time I do, if not more. The only downside is we're kind of ships in the night. You know, she'll be up until like she gets up late. Like she only got up like maybe an hour ago. No, she'll probably go live at night. She usually goes live at night, like around the time that I'm going to bed is usually when she's getting everything rolling. Oh, that's friendlies. She does a lot of the crafting, survival kind of stuff, doing Ark and Valheim and ESO and Minecraft and all those kind of things. She'll do, or she's doing like the repo, or what was that other Lethal Company and shit. Like she does a lot of those games. Every now and then I drag her into my stuff. I think she's got a goal up right now. If she reaches like 700 or something, that I'm either gonna drag her through Helldivers and make her struggle against bugs and stuff, or we'll end up on like Battlefield. She's just not a shooter, and she's definitely not a PvPer. Like she can't do shooters. She doesn't like them. But I give her a lot of leeway because she's not been like a massive gamer her whole life. It was really after she met me that she became one. She used to just play Uncharted. Uncharted was the only game she played. Anything after Uncharted was whatever.
Our citizens depend on you for their safety.
Oh, killed a person. No, don't be shooting at me. Oh god. I'm so used to running that commando armor. Having more control over the gun. Yes. I don't know. It's not here. I never saw her, so I don't know. I never saw her, so I don't know. We haven't decided what we're doing yet. Man's losing his mind more and more every day. And so this is why I don't work full time, and I don't I don't do much outside of the house because my old man is losing his mind, and will just every hour or so come and ask me where's mom went or where the random kids go, and lots of random questions. Oh, hello. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. She is up in the mountains, and she hasn't been here for 2 years. He has dreams, and his dreams might as well be reality to him. Cause he'll come wake me up at like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and just be like, "Oh, hey, where's that place I'm supposed to go?" And just like, "What?" Ah, man, you're good, dude. It really with him, it's a miracle basically every day. For my whole life, he's been on like, oh, any day now could be the day, because he's had like 5 brain tumors and shit, and lots of fucking damage to his head because of work and and his lifestyle growing up. And what the fuck was that? Was that the big fucking? I thought I blew it up. Where you at? How have I not blown that thing up yet?
Their lives were in our hands.
Yeah, it's not fun. Like he's at a point of like what they call it, sundowners. Good God, that thing hurts. So like for the most part he's alright, but like he's got just in general brain damage, and then on top of that this shit's taken over. Worked in aged care for a while.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Yeah, I don't think I could
Objective critical stratagem no
do that. I don't have the patience for that market. I'm learning it with him, but I'm just learning that I don't need to argue. Because like I used to tell him, like, yeah, she hasn't been here for over a year, and oh, she hasn't been here. She wasn't here. Like and he'd be like, yeah, she was. She was here, and y'all were doing this and that. Like he'd always want to make an argue out of it, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, you're right, bud. What was I thinking? So I just tell him I don't know a lot of the times now. And maybe one day, this shit will take off like crazy. I can be one of those rich, famous streamer guys, and I can just have him taken care of, and I have to fucking worry about it anymore.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Hellbomb arm! Clear the area!
Like honestly, like what I'm doing now, like what is the dream job for me. Like I've loved gaming my whole life, and I wanted to go into competitive gaming and do the esports thing back in the day, and yeah. But my parents they weren't super savvy on the whole where that whole thing was going back in the day. 'Cause, I mean, I used to go to all the tournaments and do all the things. Like I would play whatever. I did not care. I used to be really fucking good, whether it was reaction time or strategy or I don't know what it was. I could, you know, give me a day or two to like play a game. I could probably play most people and do it hold my own. I probably wouldn't say I'd beat like the top guys in the world. I do know I could beat most people in those fucking garbage ass Madden games. I played one of those one time. It was just like, this is the most trash ass game. You don't even actually play the game. There's no, like, the game plays for you. You just pick a fucking a play you want done and then just sit back and see if you win. But fighting games, shooting games, fucking shit like that, like, yeah, let's go. Now I suck. I don't know if it's a lack of caring or just I know I'm beat, I think is what a lot of it is. Like I have to rely on wisdom, not reaction time. But I feel like reaction time's a little bit better to have. But if it's like Baldur's Gate style fucking combat, I might do okay. Like your Pokemon, you know, turn-based strategy fucking games. Like if I can play chess and think about it, I might do alright. I only really just started getting into games. I mean, some would argue it's probably the best time to get into them. I think the 360 era was probably the best time to get into games, but there's so many bangers. But like right now, especially, like there's so many good games coming around. Like you just get the remaster to Gears of War. So if you haven't done the Gears of War stuff, I'd say do it. Gears of War is probably my favorite franchise of shooter story games, and with a really good fucking PvP side. Like, I played Gears of War 1 for 3 years straight. Only game I wanted to play. I did not want to play any other game. And I've never had a game like that since. I was fucking failing in school. Like, I was just like not going to school for like a week to just play the game and participate in tournaments and shit. 'Cause every time I was playing, I had like Irish people or it was always like UK people and whatnot, people in different time zones when I was playing.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Everybody's gonna be 5 to 10 hours ahead of me. So is Helldivers like your game right now?
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Fuck you, Swifty. Why are you sending me fucking TikToks? Get off fucking TikTok. Get on a damn game. Democracy needs you. Yeah, for now. It was the finals and Marvel Rivals before I started this, and I haven't stopped. I haven't touched the Marvel Rivals stuff yet. I thought about it, seeing as they've added some cats that I really like, but I feel like it's probably not a game for me. Because they added Ghost Rider into it, right? Or they just added Blade. Because, like, I love Hulk, and I love Ghost Rider, and then Blade's fucking cool. No, no Ghost Rider. Fuck. Then, then I will keep considering playing the game until Ghost Rider shows up.
For the record books, where all missions are logged for analysis.
I love Ghost Rider. I really like Thor, because I'm into the whole like pagan thing and Norse
The hour of our next victory
mythology and
approaches.
everything is cool.
Let us cleanse the galaxy
But I know
of
too much
alien
about
scum.
like the original mythology to not get a little like perturbed at the Marvel mythos of him. I'm just like, you were so close, but you just made it just a little different. Do they have the lanterns like Sinestro or not Sinestro? Is it Sinestro? The yellow guy? Because any of the like the Green Lanterns or anything would be kind of cool. I've never actually looked at the roster. I've just seen like Venom, a bunch of the ladies, and the Shark. I just really like the Marvel movies. I just chuck them on in the background to watch while relaxing. Oh yeah, no, you right. You right. I don't know
Your
why I
fellow
thought
Helldivers rage
otherwise.
against the enemy's tyranny. Join them.
I guess I'm probably more of a DC guy than I am a Marvel guy. But yeah, the Marvel movies were great. They did such a
Helldiver's
good
across
job
the galaxy are fighting for
for
every
that
inch
that
of
that
territory.
decade run they did.
Where will you join them?
How is that? So we're just not allowed to take Finmere. They either that or there's just not enough people to deal with the resupply. Where is everybody at? We got 203,000 people playing. We got 20,000. We got 40,000 at Cirrus. But why? Like, that makes more sense than Cirrus. How are you guys not bored of this already? With the Predator strain? Ugh. I thought, but the new movies are gonna be shit, I reckon, now that a bunch of the main people are gone. I think it's gonna be in that same realm of like Star Wars. It's like what you grew up with is always gonna be the better thing. It's just whether or not you're gonna be willing to be open to the next bit. But they have to just do the fan service. That's all they have to remember. They don't need to be obscure. They don't need to be weird with it. They just need to do the fan service. Like the deal they did with Captain America, like that's totally a thing that happened where not Hawkeye, Falcon became Captain America, but they did everything in the prior movies to lead up to Bucky taking on the mantle. And then they were just like, no, due to political climates, we're just gonna do this. It's like, well, that's dumb because you didn't pay attention to any of that shit before, and you set it all up to be Bucky, and because of stupid bullshit, you're just gonna be like, fuck the fans. We're just gonna do this side deal because we think it'll look better PR wise. Like, grow up. Grow up and have the mind of a child that wants to fucking watch their superheroes fucking stories played out. How has that not been even a little bit helped? 4,000 people and we can't take the city? Bucky should have been captain, can't change. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He should have been. So who's your top superhero then? Not just in the movie verse, but overall. Like for me, the Hulk. It's like Hulk, Ghost Rider. Hulk, yeah, Hulk, Ghost Rider, Spawn. Lean more towards like Deadpool's a good choice. This especially with even with the movies. The movies, I mean Ryan Reynolds fucking nailed it, so in the comics and the game and like just in general all around shit was just good. Well, airburst, right? Oh,
Launch initiated.
This city needs our aid.
now thinking about it, now I kind of want to watch the Deadpool movies.
Sending down equipment package.
If I take
Deploying support
early
weapon.
day tomorrow off, fucking
Found something?
might put that on and do some revamping. Because I want to revamp the stream, make some redeems and stuff like that to do a little more like involvement. Whether I'm doing this or Battlefield. Maybe even Silver Surfer. Ooh. Silver Surfer, Black Panther. Black Panther is kind of an interesting little deep cut that I didn't think they would have done back in the day. The Silver Surfer stuff is cool if you go through the comics and shit. Like, I feel like they did an alright job when they added him to the Fantastic Four and the Galacticus and shit like that. That was pretty cool, but they don't show the cosmic power of the Silver Surfer the way that they could have. Dude's unstoppable. Yeah. You just got to see like the stoicism of them. Damn, these nighttime maps, so hard to see. I had actually, speaking of Galacticus, I had read one of the Ghost Rider comics that I didn't ever fucking read before. Found out that at a certain point, Ghost Rider gets the ability, like he goes up against Galacticus and actually gives him the Lieutenant Stare and fucking puts the fear into Galacticus.
Gas strike incoming.
Our citizens depend on you for their safety.
I don't know if you've ever looked into any of the Lobo stuff. A Lobo movie would be pretty cool. He's DC, but do one of the storylines where Lobo defeats Superman or takes on like basically space gods just for fun. You show why he's fucking banned from heaven and hell. Nobody wants to put up with his ass. Ow, what shot me? Dude, was it fucking hurt? Yeah, I feel like all the Marvel movies make the stronger characters really weak and the weak characters super strong. It's that underdog mentality. But it's also, I guess, in that sense of like, well, you can't have like just a big fight with Superman. 'Cause you know Superman can just win any fucking fight, so like what's the point of showing that battle? But you do know that if he's made weak and you take away that power and he's got to think more like, you know, a Batman, like that makes a more compelling story. It's like, 'cause you got to figure out a way that they might lose. Oh, what if they did that Justice League episode where I can't remember if it was Lex or maybe it was Brainiac. Steals Batman's like files to destroy basically his backup contingencies for how to deal with the Justice League and their super abilities, and just make that movie. That would be dope. Like Thor can solo everything. I mean, everything but a Hulk. That was like one of the best movies back in the day was Thor versus Hulk versus Wolverine. That was such an epic fucking movie. Well, because, you know, Bifrost and cosmic lightning, and
Firing gas strike.
you can't beat a god.
Objective critical stratagem available.
I think that's why they make him such a lovable character, right? Is you make this guy who can beat everybody super likable, so he makes all of the friends. So he has more weaknesses than a lot of superheroes, because you don't know who the other superheroes are. Him, you know him. He's Thor. You got to go after Odin or any of the ladies that he's with or whatever.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Objective critical stratagem available.
Man, that controls lightning. Man, that controls that. No, but cosmic lightning. That makes it more special.
Hell bomb armed! Clear
Sir,
the
don't
area!
go running in there. That's going to be bad for your health.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
That didn't destroy the fuel reserves.
Objective critical stratagem available.
I was being a little bitch, and I didn't want to come back here, so I'll just shoot you in the mouth. Just die.
Hell bomb armed! Clear the area!
I don't know if it'll fix all your problems. It'll definitely get rid of all your problems.
Deploying equipment package.
Freedom has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Oh,
Sending replacement.
what lit me up? Is 3:20 a.m. Lucky I don't work tomorrow. Yeah, I forget you cats are like 11 hours ahead, 13 hours ahead. 12 hours. Aha, it's not 2 o'clock anymore.
Tagging map.
Extraction is available.
Okay.
Deploying sentry.
You will never destroy our way of life.
Extraction request
How
confirmed.
long would it
Rolling
take
out.
to drive from one side of America to the other? Let's see. It takes a whole day, I think, or 10 hour. 10 hours. It's either, I can't remember what it was. It's either 10 hours or a whole day to get through Texas. Takes like non-stop driving.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
I don't know.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
If I put that in, and then I get directions, driving. Shit, it's really got to think about it.
T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
So from my place to like San Diego,
ETA T-minus 10
32
seconds.
hours. So a little over a day non-stop driving. So realistically, a couple of days.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
But I'm on the inner side of Georgia, so I'm more towards Alabama. So you'd probably tack on another 2 hours. And if you went more north of California, add another 3 hours. So close to 40 of nonstop driving.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
The citizens of this city will thank you.
So yeah, so it must have been like 10 hours to go through just Texas. Or it's like a 3-4 hour plane ride. But to go from like where I'm at to the north end, like to like the border to Canada, you're probably looking at If I just go straight up like towards Michigan, it's like 14 hours, 15 hours. But if you want to go like up the East Coast, God, that takes forever. So you can travel 4 hours south from where I'm at, and I'm not even in like the northern part of Georgia, but it takes like 5, 6 hours to go from like north to south Georgia.
A lot of dead bots down there. Good job.
Hell yeah. That sounds about right. Map makes it look not as big as it really is. Yeah, I think two of the YouTubers I watch, like one of them's in Queensland, and I think the other one's in Perth. No, is there one that starts with an A? Or maybe he's in Sydney. Either way, but they take a fucking plane to see each other. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense that you wouldn't drive all of that. Adelaide, thank you. That was gonna drive me insane. But yeah, one goes from like Queensland to Adelaide, and I guess that's enough of a distance that they're like, yeah, we're gonna fly. We're not driving.
Great tidings, Helldiver. The substance found in the glue may be the greatest gift of freedom since the discovery of Element 710. They are calling it Element 711.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd always feel like, why leave? Like, other than to go to like, for me, like Japan would
Countless
be the
opportunities
ultimate
for justice
fucking
to be
trip, but
dispensed.
not right now. Why they don't like fucking tourists? I definitely don't want to go there right now. I listen to some of these cats talk about like what it costs to import shit into Australia and how strict they are going through, packages and whatnot. Like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck you got in here. All right, so these are turning into we just don't have enough fucking people doing these, and that's so we have 100,000 people here, 45,000 there. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
The Galactic War.
Right.
A battleground awaiting your heroic intervention.
It says 99,000 right there. 212. Got almost 1,000 people back over here. That must be devs. I would love to, just can't afford it. That and I got animals and a 64-year-old toddler to take care of. Yeah, me and a buddy at work, we've been talking about getting into that van life thing, and a little later on once we get our pensions and shit. Just
Upon
us and
which
our lady
anvil
just
shall
fucking
freedom's hammer fall, Helldiver?
get a camper, fucking just travel around, see the fucking country. I mean, even in the States, it's like I can see damn near anything.
Initiating FTL jump to the Cirrus system. FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
See all the lady boys. We used to have a guy at work before he retired. He would take a month or two off at a time and just go to Thailand. He'd spend his whole fucking vacation pay in Thailand. Thailand would be a cool place to go to. I'd probably go there right now over Japan. It's just because Japan's just kind of up in arms right now. They're just kind of like, all right, we're tired of all these fucking IRL streamers and all the tourists and everybody's everywhere. Like I thought about India because like I got into watching like the scam baiter guys, and then I found a guy that like moved from New Zealand to India and like just became a part of the culture and shit. And he seemed like he does like travel videos and shit, and he makes it look really dope. But then you watch all of his videos where he's like, "But you got to look out for all these scammers." I'm like, well, that seems to be anywhere that's got high tourist deals. Like fucking Rome's getting that way. Honestly, Indians in Australia are a big problem there. I could see rude, especially because it's a lot of people think of them as rude here too, but especially if like they come from India, like it's just a different world from really what I understand. They're coming from a culture that like if you're standing in line and you don't move up when the line moves up, somebody's just gonna walk in front of you and try to take your spot. And then if you don't say anything, then you lost your spot. Like they're very pushy people. Never had a problem with but there's a lot of riots and protests. Ah. I guess yeah, I guess they have been talking. I mean, a lot of countries are talking about that now. Ours, UK, Australia, like hell, I think even Canada is getting that way because it's like a lot of Middle Eastern and Indian cats go to Canada.
This is it. This is the solemn duty for
From what
which
I
you were
understand.
defend
I mean, there are a lot up there,
at
but
any cost.
I don't think they're a problem up there. I think, but I don't know. I don't live there, so yeah.
There's something here.
I'm always hearing about shit that I don't ever really seem to notice. Ah, that's what I forgot. Forgot my laser bag. It was really useful early on though, like learning a lot of the Hindi stuff and whatnot, and because when I'd get like the digital art scammer people on here, Like I could sit there and I can either talk nice to them or talk bad to them. Or if they're a Pakistani, I learned a little Urdu, so I can kind of flop around and see what clicks with them and figure out where they're from. We're letting 500,000 immigrants into Australia a year, and people aren't happy because we're already. Yeah, I mean it's everywhere. There's just so many fucking people, and there's these giant chunks of land and shit that it's just not suitable for people to live there, and it would cost a bazillion dollars to run the plumbing and run the fucking sewage and run electricity and run like it's like how many like how long would it take to like run people out to the bush, right? Or like here into the Midwest, the amount of farmland that we really don't even need to be farmland, like that could house people, but like no, they all go to the big cities and shit. Everybody wants to go to a fucking city where it's all set up and it's easy and like in Canada, Indians or Pakistani trying to kick Canadians out. Slow takeover. Yeah. I mean, eventually everybody's gonna have to fucking share, and we're gonna have to learn to expand. We've learned how to survive too long. Our lifespans have made that thought you know, oh well, spots will open up and this and that. Like we, you know, people don't die as much. We do less war. Healthcare keeps everybody alive. It's like how do what do people expect? Like you got to start getting out of the city. Not everybody can live in Sydney. Not everybody can live in New York. Not everybody can live in New Delhi. You know, China, they got a ton of land that's just mountain ranges and trees and you know, but they all live in the fucking tight ass fucking cities and shit where you can literally see the pollution in the air because the government's like, nah, we need all that out there. You can't go out there. We might lose control of you. It's one of those things that like eventually everyone will come to the epiphany is like we have to start working together and stop working against each other. Not a coexist, a true melding of everything.
Found something?
Well, that too.
There's something here.
No children for me, just animals. I'm not a breeder.
Found something.
That was never really a want of mine, so like works out that the wife didn't either. Like at this point, if I did, it would be just out of sheer greed and lineage. Not for something that like I actually want.
Extraction is available.
I just don't feel like those are good enough reasons to bring a life in. To look after my partner, all our fish tanks, our dogs, a cat. I can't look after
Something
right?
here.
Like I said, I got a 64-year-old toddler. If if I had to take care of him a lot more than I already do, like I would a child, like I would just give up on it. Like just be like, have a new generation of latchkey kids. Like just go outside and don't come back until it's dark. Like my buddy tries to raise his kids the kind of the way he was raised and shit, and he got two of them, and they're almost teenagers and shit now. And I I see how that life goes, but like both my sister, like one sister, she's uh a foster parent, so she's got like 4 kids, and then my other sister, she's a super breeder. She's got like 4 or 5 of her own. So like my parents have plenty of grandchildren. I don't need to add to that.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds. Deploying sentry.
Get some! Get some!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I mean, that's what she is. She breeds.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
So what? You know, I can kind of understand 1 or 2 kids, but
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
5?
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Because like we've got 2 private bred ferrets. We've got a dog, 2 cats.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
I think that's all the animals we have now. We did have rats. We had more ferrets. Fucking bearded dragons and tarantulas, Pac-Man frogs, and we've had a zoo in here. I think the new generations are fucked anyway. There's so many things getting put in their heads. I mean, they're the younger ones, especially right now, is because they're growing up on the tablets and shit like that. Like, I feel like they're almost in the realm of like the baby boomers. Like, you can trick them with AI and scammers and shit because they don't They don't have the mental capacity that was crammed into like the millennial generation's head of like cybersecurity and don't give out information. Everyone online is a pedophile. Like, all you were ever told about back in the day was just how evil the internet was by people who didn't really know what the internet was. What up, dog? You dancing around for? You need to go potty? What do you look out the window for?
Well done. The enemy
You need to go
barely noticed
potty?
our presence before we pulled out.
No? Yes? No? Okay, whatever. Shit, it's almost 4 o'clock. I guess I need to figure out what I'm doing for dinner tonight. There's Krabby. Where's your husband, Swifty Krabby? He's a little late now. Yeah, and I feel no offense to your alphabet wife, but kids are getting. Yeah, it was definitely something no one really thought about when we were younger, I guess. I don't know. We'll just hope natural selection kind of takes its course and fixes shit. It's the way I'm kind of looking at it these days. Like, eventually, everyone will figure it out. Will there be a generation of fucked up people? Yeah. But what generation's really not? Like, the millennial generation just got dubbed like the most alcoholic generation. And that's a lot saying, from the generation that did a world war and Vietnam and shit like that. Yeah. I mean, that's survival of the fittest decided a lot of shit over time. Whether it's everything, I don't know. Ooh, play around with this later on when I get back on tonight. At 250 supercodes. Anything good in here today? Y'all are still rocking this one. Like, I like this helmet, but I don't know. I want the Judge Dredd armor. The kill switch armor is fucking cool too, though. The Truth Enforcers. Don't have quite enough time to get into another one, so I think I'll look at some shit real quick. See, I'm at 50,000, so I might as well buy something in here. Flame Sentry, anti-tank emplacement. That could be entertaining. Portable hell bomb. Oh, I can't buy any of these. I'm not spending anything on that stuff until I get all the war bonds. Yeah, I said that too, and then when I got them really fast, and I had like 2 or 3 active war bonds, I was like, well, I got a bunch of credits. And what was it? It was because like the first one I got was the Viper Commandos, and then Yeah, I didn't really know. I thought the superstore was selling like if you just wanted a certain thing, but then like I was like, oh, they got like the brown beret and shit. This fucking heavy armor I thought was really dope. I like the hooded helm. The light armor here I thought was really nice with the yellow and black fucking pads. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I like all this shit. And then what is it? Yeah, I like this armor too because it gives me like Duke Nukem vibes. Just instead of the shotgun shells, it's the fucking 40 mics. Hmm.
Ugh, I hate socialism.
Damn you, Krabby. Poke your husband, tell him to play the game.
The hour of our next victory rapidly
So
approaches. Let us cleanse the
164,000 players
galaxy of
active.
alien scum.
100,000 of them on Circus Up, basically. Hell yeah. Yeah, just kind of planning out my next stream basically when I get back on here. Looks like I'm gonna be going back to the bugs and trying to take this fucking planet. Because all the other joints seem like they're just getting fought off too much. There's not enough people there to make a difference. The numbers keep resetting over here. Yeah, because this was at 3,000 a little while, or point zero three and some change after. And then when I looked again after running a mission, it was back down to fucking one. And then the city won't go up at all. So it's like, so there's just not enough people there. Everybody's fighting bugs. Like they're fighting bugs or they're fighting the Illuminati. Ooh. So yeah, I guess this will probably be where I call it for now. Yeah, it's a little early, but what can you do? All these missions taking 40 minutes or so. I don't have enough time to run another one before I gotta go get everything kind of started.
What's that? Anything?
We will
I
cleanse this
might catch you
galaxy
a bit later.
one
Hell yeah,
planet
man.
at a time.
Yeah, you can get in. Maybe we'll link up. You can I can drag you through with Bert and Ernie or Swifty or something later on. Can't believe you're still cruising at 3 a.m. if you've been up all day. But yeah, yeah, we'll call it a little early. I'll try to get everything knocked out and be back on here by like 5:30. My or I guess it would be that same time for you. Uh, but yeah, man. I do appreciate you coming in, hanging out, following, and all that good stuff. Appreciate all the new subs and everything today. That was super fun. Don't get to see that very often. Uh, but yeah, like I said, I'll be back on in hour or so, max tops, 2 hours, and we'll get into some more of this, whether it be bugs or auto. We'll see what everybody wants to do if they're around when I get on. But like I said, appreciate y'all, and suppose I'll catch you in the next one.